What's up, guys? PBD here, and welcome to another episode of the Trophy Cabinet. Today's tournament is the Silver to None, which requires you to have a full silver team, and of course I would go with the sweaty BPL team that has a lot of pace, obviously, but it did cost me quite a couple of 100,000 coins because of players like Bellerin, Van Aanholt, Butland, Antonio, Akbalahor. Anybody that's silver, BPL, and good and fast, they're going to be a lot of money. So it was going to be a interesting tournament because sometimes silver teams play pretty well, and we would come across this guy who had a championship side in the final, and I thought that those non-rare guys wouldn't be too good and that we'd have a good chance of winning this, but this guy ends up putting up a very good fight, and he somehow got to the final, so we can't complain. Early on in the 7th minute over here, he would kick the ball out for a sub that he did, which I found a little bit interesting. As you see in a few seconds over here, he brought on a Marte for Pack, and Pack obviously is not as good as a Marte. A Marte is way faster and stronger, so it was a bit of a smart and tactical sub right there in the midfield for him. So it was going to be interesting to see how that would play out. And in the 16th minute over here, we foul Abel Hernandez in the box. He gets a penalty, and he has a great chance to go up 1-0, and that he does because he sends Butland the wrong way. And I was a little bit annoyed with that, but it was a penalty in the box, and it is what it is. And like I was saying, this guy, very good opponent, played pretty well with his team. I didn't expect so much, but you can't underestimate people. However, we would try and get a quick response from kickoff over here in the 18th minute, literally straight off kickoff. Mars gives a pass to Teti, Teti to Akbalahor. Akbalahor does a pass shot, the goalkeeper gives it back to Akbalahor, and we find the back of the net. So a very, very, very weird goal right there. Not sure how Akbalahor even got a shot on and how the goalkeeper didn't catch that, because it was literally a pass and then he gives it right back to Akbalahor. It really makes you question this game sometimes. But in the 26th minute, not too long after our goal, he would have a great chance from a free kick right there. Great save from Butland though, and it would go out for a corner. However, in the corner, he is going to swing it in, and guess who gets on the end of it? Yes, you guessed it right. Marte, the guy who he brought on early on in the game, wins the header, finds the back of the net, and once again we are down. Except this time we're down 2-1. So a little bit annoyed that his sub that he brought on early on wins the header and scores, but it's just so ironic and like, oh, whatever. In the 38th minute over here though, Akbalahor receives another great pass and also finds the back of the net this time. This time a little bit of a better goal, not some weird stuff, but he cuts inside, a very nice shot on the finesse, and once again we are leveled at 2-2. So we head into the second half. A very tight game. I feel like he's had the better chances, and if we don't start playing a little bit better, he is going to take this game. So we have to start creating more chances because we've only had 2 shots on target in the first half, and luckily they both went in. But in the 48th minute, early on in the second half, he would give a great pass to his striker, or Amari Gray, I think that is. He cuts inside and has a shot. So I'm really annoyed that our defender couldn't catch up to him, but to be fair, Amari Gray does have some pretty insane pace this year on FIFA. So we're 3-2, we're down again and looking to find another equalizer. However, in the 60th minute over here, Zuculini loses the ball to a Marte, just causing all sorts of trouble for our team, and once again he sends another through ball. This time he is going to score in a weird way also. And at that point, I thought, yeah, I think this game is over, because when stuff like that happens, you just really don't know what to say. I mean, I guess it was kind of fair because we scored a very weird goal, but that goal just kind of put the nail on the coffin. I couldn't create many chances. This guy was a very good opponent, so credit to him. But in the 88th minute over here, we would have a chance at a consolation. Bellerin over here with an amazing pass to Zuculini right there and finds the back of the net. So we grab ourselves a consolation goal. But what a freaking pass from Bellerin right there to Zuculini, because I honestly didn't think a right back was capable of that. So we end up losing the final 4-3 in the second to none cup. A little bit unfortunate, but that guy definitely did deserve it. We had the better team and he outplayed us and he got the win. And it was going to be a little bit of a learning experience, and especially since we're going to go ahead and play the final again, because there's a bunch of days left before the tournament expires. But as you see right there, the Carolina Panthers win the Super Bowl, and we're going to go ahead into the final once again. And we come across this guy who's got a pretty amazing team, similar to the last guy. Well, This one's better than the last guy's, but we'll see how things go. In the 90th, not 90th minute, 90 chemistry right there. He's got a pretty sweaty strike force up top with Niang and Muriel. Those guys are rapid. But in the 20th minute, we would get the first chance of the game over here. Ball bounces to Mahrez. Mahrez has a shot from distance, and what a finish from him outside the box. Mahrez really didn't do much for me throughout the whole tournament. He was kind of a weak link, not as weak as Antonio, but very crucial goal right there in the final. But in the 26th minute, he would try to equalize over here. Great pass to his striker. And whatever just happened there, this FIFA's always weird, but like, this is a final. What is going on there? Butland saves it, but it flies into the other side. Like, whatever. We head to the second half, 1-1. Stats are once again very equal. This guy also very good, or maybe we're just really bad, but he is creating some chances. And once again, I need to create some more chances in the second half. And in the 72nd minute, after not much happening, I went ahead and brought on some subs, because that is something that I went and did after we lost the final the first time. I went ahead, bought some guys that we can bring on in the second half, and hopefully these guys and Zogbia, Callum Wilson, and Ilari can help the team out a little bit in the dying minutes of the game. Agbalohor over here would run down the wing. Great dribbling from him. Gives a pass to Zogbia, and Zogbia to Callum Wilson. And we find the back of the net. We have the lead in the final, and I honestly thought that was offside, but we just passed at the exact right moment, and what a nice play it ended up being. And in the 90th minute, a little bit of a scare as El Kabir cuts inside over here. We can clear it out. Bounces back to El Kabir. He trips a little bit. I thought he was going to call penalty. Ilari clears it out, and the ref blows for full time. So a sigh of relief as we hold on to the 2-1 game. And that was a very stressful game, because in the 90th minute there, he was causing all sorts of trouble for us, and I honestly thought I was going to concede, go to extra time, and probably lose again. But hopefully well, it wasn't the case. We managed to hold on this time. We switched the kits. We now have the orange kits. I don't know why, but we are the champions of the second to none. Another trophy in our cabinet, and that is going to conclude this episode of the Trophy Cabinet, guys. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Pipideed, and I'm out.